I'm going to go over a self-mobilization for a rib that's out. What you want to do is be able to find something that you can put right there where your spot on the spot where you're painful, whether it's the right side or the left side. So normally what we look at is you're going to have pain kind of towards the center of your back, but not in the dead center, but it'll be off to the side and kind of radiate out a little bit. If you're experiencing pain when you take a deep breath in or out, or if you move a certain way and then you breathe in, you're experiencing the pain, you more than likely have a rib dysfunction. And what happens with that rib is the rib is going to sit a little bit like this. And sometimes they'll just flare out a little bit, or they could be stuck in a little bit. And that's why when we breathe, it should move normally. And that's why you're experiencing the pain, is because it's stuck and it's not moving. So what we're going to do is try a little self-mobilization to try to see if we can get it to actually go and start moving the way it needs to move. You do need something to be able to lay on top of to put right on that spot. You can try a tennis ball. I find it to be way too aggressive. It doesn't feel very good. So what I like to do is use something like, you could at home use a sock and kind of roll it up real small, or some type of small item. I have here a exercise band. I find that to be about the right size. And what I'm going to do is kind of just roll it up. And it's also a little bit cushiony, so it's not going to hurt as bad. Now, what you're going to do when you lay down is you're going to find the spot in the back that you hurt, and you're going to put it right there in that spot. Sometimes you have to adjust a little up and a little down as we go. But say I'm hurting right here, kind of off to the side, right around my bra line. What I'm going to do is lay down and put that item right there off to the side of the spine. You don't want to put it directly on top of the spine, because we have our bones that stick out in the center, our spinous processes, and it doesn't feel good to put something on top of that. So we're going to go ahead and lay on your back for me. I'm going to find that spot that bothers me, and I'm going to try to lay that item right there on top of it. Now, if I find that it's too high and I can't really lay on it, all I'm going to do is flatten it out a little bit. So for me, I need to flatten that out just a little bit, putting it right back in that spot, kind of getting myself settled, and then I'm going to lay down. Now, I can already feel how it's pushing me up. And so you can do this a couple of ways. You can literally just try to let your body weight sink into it. You want to make sure that your knees are bent like this. And then just try to take some deep breaths in and out. And when I took my deep breath in, what I'm trying to do is expand my rib cage. So I really want to try to push all the air down here, not let the air come up here towards my chest and the higher part. I want it to really expand through the lower part. Now, when I just took my deep breath in, I already felt a pop or two down there in my low back and my spine, where I have the little piece of TheraBand that I have down there, exercise band. If you feel like that's not quite getting it, or your item's a little smaller, you can also do something like try to put your arms straight up in the air. You can do both of them. What that does is it's going to put your body weight a little bit further angled at a certain position right through that band or whatever item you have back there. And you can kind of move your arms up or down to where you feel like you're getting your best bang for your buck. And then I want you to take a deep breath in. Really expand the air through the back side of the chest, through the rib cage, and then exhale. Now, sometimes it doesn't do immediately. Sometimes it takes a couple of breaths, a couple of movements with the arm to try to figure out where you need to be. If you do it right, it doesn't feel the best. It does feel uncomfortable. But what you'll experience is that after a few of them, the pain gets a little bit less and less. And then when you sit up, you're going to be sore. It's not going to immediately take the pain away. You're going to feel a little sore in that area because you just did your own mobilization on your rib. But what you'll feel is that if you do the same motion you did originally, it's not going to feel the same as it did before. It should feel a little bit better.